Guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm gonna be playing Ddlc Literature Club. Now, yeah, Ddlc Plus. So, yeah, let's go. Sorry I accidentally skipped some of the dialogue from last time. I was playing with the save files and everything. Wait, did I save yet? Save to here. Wait, how does this work? Oh, I see. Well, I guess I'll put that later then. Load game. How would I change this? Oh, I see. Yeah, but none of that really needs to be changed. Alright, so, still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back into the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Oh, whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, that's cute. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, now you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to bite. Dang, this game really has a lot of detail put into it. It's insane. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing was sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything. I thought you technically did, Sayori said. Well, maybe. But not for you, you know, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea seat. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. We keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you. Well, that's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri finally smiles herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So, what made you consider joining the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so that's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Sorry I keep on zooming the camera all over the place. It's just really hard to read some of the dialogue. As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and learning for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member of any major clubs. Weren't you the leader of, like, the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and policy, or publicity. Wow, that's hard to say. Publicity. I think that's how you say it. And how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't any more people in the club yet. Must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we could already grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. And I zoomed in on accident. How did that happen? I don't know. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Glassman, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, FNAF books. Considering how little I've read the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki head suddenly perks up. I could imagine, making a Pokemon joke there. A wild Natsuki appears. It looks like she wanted to say something but keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's head smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Yeah, this has a lot of detail put into it. My favorite are usually the novels that build complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the eyes her light up that she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But I like a lot of things. Stories with deep physiological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can write so deliberately, take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you in a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. Do you read FNAF books, though, is the real question. I read a horror book once. I desperately grabbed something I can relate to at a minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well having a conversation with a rock. This game is actually quite funny for a horror game. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. Now that's the thing it wants you to think. It wants you to think that it's so happy, but then the moment you feel relaxed, it's just like stab, stab, blood, blood, this, that. It's kind of like DHMIS, or what other games seem cute at first, but then go all crazy. Kind of like a FNAF game as well, like one of those FNAF fan games that look all cute and then something crazy happens. You know what I mean. Well, anywho, really, I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, for someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over at me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, usually it's right about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last meeting. Looked like you were writing a poem called, don't say it out loud! Give that back! Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Siri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Aw, that's cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Yeah, well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them? Wow, I really can't speak, can I? Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Sorry, got something on my screen again. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities? Is that vulnerabilities? No way. I'm not even going to try to say that word. And showing them even the deepest reaches of your heart. Why does everything in this game have to have such big words? I mean, it is intended for, like, teenagers and stuff, so they probably know big words and stuff. Yeah, no. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. ... I guess that's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. ... Question mark? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Don't tell me I have to write a poem, because I really don't want to. I really don't. I'm horrible at writing poems. So I'll go home and write a poem. Alright, whatever. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us a little to get more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Glassman? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Sorry. I can't talk. Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Siri made me convince me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I'll lose my train of thought. All four girls stare at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. Glass man, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I even supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing a poem it is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Alright. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. Sorry. I had to do something for a real quick second. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes lighten up. Yes, I'm so happy. If I was in this situation, I'd be like, I don't even like cupcakes, so I wouldn't be here in the first place. Yeah, I'm like that one human being who does not like food. I really don't like food. Sarah wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Speaking of food, rice cakes are awesome. Just wanted to put that up there. They're underrated, and they're good. And they're not actual cakes. Hey, you really did scare me there for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Oh wow, we're already 16 minutes into the video. Well, anywho, I'm gonna need to end it off here because we're quite far in. So, anywho, I hope you guys have a good day or night. Goodbye.